I saw you roll your window down and looking back, waiting for me to stop you. I'm like, well, I'll pull you over and see what you need.
Getting my ID does nothing for your investigation. Learn your job, dude.
Ignorance sees no limits when it comes to corrupt police officers who sometimes even forget they are being recorded and end up making a joke out of themselves. Let's begin with a Canadian police officer who pulled over the YouTuber I Am Cars, and the reason for the stop was pretty bizarre.
Hello, how are you?
Very good. How about yourself?
Good, thanks. So the reason I pulled you over is your plate doesn't match your car.
Yes.
And then roll up the window a bit, please.
I know exactly what you're doing by getting me to roll it up. So I just purchased the car. So here's my bill of sale. Here's my transfer paperwork. And I can provide you insurance that matches all of that.
Okay, great. Actually, I'm going to look the window too a little bit.
Okay, give me one moment. How much would you like it up?
I said a little bit. My hand is here. Stop. Okay. Tint on the window you shouldn't have either, right?
So here's my corporate insurance that matches all of that. May I roll this window down, or would you like it?
Yeah. You just bought this car today, or what?
Well, I'm from the dealership, so yes, I purchased the car today, and here's my license. I'm assuming you want that as well. I purchased the vehicle today.
Well, the officer ended up exposing himself on camera, as the reason for pulling over the individual was merely for a fishing expedition. Watch how he continues to embarrass himself.
I roll your window down and looking back, waiting for me to stop you. I'm like, well, I'll pull you over and see what you need, and then... I saw you roll your window down and looking back, waiting for me to stop you. I'm like, well, I'll pull you over and see what you need, and then... There we go, and here we are now, so... Other than that, that was about it, so...
To 716901 Alberta Limited.
Belongs to a Kia Sorento.
Correct. That was the previous vehicle that this plate was registered. Or sorry, the vehicle that plate was registered to.
Awesome. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no worries at all. Oh, this is gonna be gold. I've been waiting for a police pullover for that plate forever.
20 minutes later.
Hey.
Hello.
So yeah, I'm videotaping too.
Yep,
so
no,
here's your ticket right here for tinted windows.
Okay.
You have paid by July 10th, 2023. You have until then to contest it.
Okay.
If you want to contest it.
The Calgary police officer really had no reason to pull him over, and even then issued a bogus ticket. But it was time for the driver to teach him a well-needed lesson in the law.
There. Make sure you bring your video, because it has a nice picture of your tinted window on it too. So
I'm not going to contest it.
I'm
don't
just
worry.
saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me, none.
No,
I don't
it's
care,
fine.
So.
The YouTube video pays for the ticket, so it's totally fine. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. Make sure I get royalties with it.
Hey, my last one with Calgary Police is 1.4 million, and I've made $11,000 on the video.
Oh,
so,
really? So why did you buy your car from your own company then?
So this is...
Just explain to me how that works, because I don't understand that.
So basically, the reason why this is done is this plate, I'm actually going to personally drive this vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay? So to do that, I need to have a bill of sale and this transfer form. So I filled this out today. Unfortunately, the registry is closed for the day. Yeah. So tomorrow morning, I'll be going to the registry.
Well, the officer had no reason for the stop, which makes the stop illegal, and this entire ticket a fruit from the forbidden tree. That's precisely the point the informed citizen explained to the officer.
Company though, like you didn't buy it personally yourself. So like, is that going like a company vehicle, or I don't understand.
I mean, the source of the vehicle is kind of irrelevant to this. The registry requires a bill of sale and a transfer form.
I get that. I just wondering, like, your company bought it, and then you're buying it again from your company.
Yeah, that's
for your own personal use.
For company use.
For the company.
Yeah,
okay.
For company use. So.
No, I just didn't understand that, but
no, it's all good. So I just have a question, and I'm not. This is not a contesting thing. I'm just purely curious, because I've never been clearly answered this before.
Yeah.
Are police able to run a license plate for any reason?
Yeah, because you got to make sure the plate belongs to the car.
Okay.
Stolen vehicles.
Yeah. No, I understand the reasoning behind it.
But just reason that gives us our lawful authority, right?
Okay.
The driver later contested the ticket in court, and it was dismissed. It's unclear whether he chose to file a complaint against the officer, but hopefully the situation serves as a learning experience. Moving on, this tyrant cop thought his body cam was off as he did the absolute worst.
No.
Louisiana police officer Jared Desadier was in pursuit of a suspect named Timothy Williams, who was on the run. Soon, Williams decided to stop and give in to the cops, but despite his giving up, the officer lost his mind and went on to assault him.
Stop! You're gonna get tased! Stop! Get on the fucking ground now! Stay on the ground! Do not move! Do you understand?
Are you there?
No.
We got it.
Stand by. Hang on. Stop!
Put your fucking hand behind your back. We're over here by Rocky's bar.
In custody.
The officers claimed that Williams had a gun, but it was later revealed that it was a toy gun. However, no matter what his crime was, the actions of this cop were downright shocking and inhumane.
Is this the same guy we got off the tower?
No, sir.
Dispatch, you can release the channel.
1071, channel 1, dispatch clear, 2327.
Let me secure my unit.
Go ahead.
No.
I was sitting right over there. He had a toy?
Going on here. I'll tell you in a second.
Check up, right here. You got some?
213 dispatch, I want to get out with Officer Rocco real quick. Ciao.
I'm gonna pull around there.
While Williams was arrested, Officer Desadier quickly got in the news as he had mistakenly turned on his body cam before this assault. As a result, he was fired from the police department and was also criminally charged with 1 count of deprivation of rights. He was later sentenced to 6.5 years in prison and 2 additional years of supervised release, getting the karma he deserved. While the previous officer acted like an animal, these next officers also had no idea about public property and were badly owned.
Property on a public easement? I don't think so. You know how big of a lawsuit you would get into for that, and your qualified immunity would be gone. Gone! I would take your department for everything it's got. Millions.
In July 2021, an Illinois auditor was outside the Iowa State Pen on a public roadway, exercising his constitutional right to film, when a police officer came over and tried to intimidate him.
How's it going, man?
Oh, not bad.
Good.
We actually got a call.
Yeah, I know, and it's over. This road, he says it's private, but there's no sign saying it's not. So, I mean, and there's the parking lot's right there, right? That's where you go in to visit somebody, right? So this is open road, right?
I don't know where the lines are.
Right, and see, and then he's trying to tell me it's private, but I know it's not. You know it's not, because the public, how do I go and visit somebody if I want to visit somebody, right?
Well, the parking lot's there.
Right, so that's where, I mean, I would go to the door, though, to find out, you know, on information on how to visit somebody, right?
Yeah, but
I mean,
that parking lot's not like, that's their problem.
Right. See, and I say it on...
You're good as long as you're on like
the road.
Roadway.
Right.
The roadway, like meaning this roadway.
Oh, see, no. See, that's where I'm going to contest, because there's no sign saying I can't go down this road. He said there's no access, you know.
Well, the Department of Corrections is actually a state building, and the auditor was correct in his assessment. He was fully allowed to film in the surrounding area, including the public roadway leading to the building.
Okay, so my house has a driveway.
Right. And that's how I up to your house or up your sidewalk to knock on your door.
But the driveway is still my property.
Right.
So this driveway is still their property. It's not technically public property. Like the roadway, Anybody.
Right, or, you know, I mean, this is all public.
Like I said, I don't know where the line is.
Right.
And that's what their discrepancy is.
Right, and see, that's what I'm saying. But look, what's this coming up the street here?
That's pizza.
Pizza guy. Open to the public. He can take pizza in there and deliver it to somebody. Why can't I drive down that road? I'm here
They have the
to get information on how to visit.
At a certain, I don't know where the line is, like I said.
Right.
At a certain point, they're allowed to tell somebody to get off this.
Sure, but
roadway.
But like I said, though, what if I'm trying to get information on how to visit somebody? I mean, I'd have to go inside.
Yeah, and you're welcome to come down the road.
That's what I was trying to do, and he told me I had to leave.
And he has the right to tell you to leave.
How though?
Just like my driveway, I can tell you to leave as soon as you go on.
The officer badly needed a lesson in the law, as he seemed to be completely unaware of the difference between public property and private property, as evidenced by his comparison of his home to a correctional facility.
Talk to the chief, you know, the warden or whatever, because, I mean, I feel that this is still accessible for me to go down and go into the freaking front door right there and try to get information. Or get public records.
As long as they're okay with you coming there.
Right, well, see, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't have to tell him my business. I have to tell the front desk my business. Right.
He's an employee.
But he's not, I don't have to answer to him.
You do.
No, I don't. And I don't have to answer to you because you're my employee.
If you're on private property, he has a right to tell you to get off because he's an employee.
But I'm trying to go inside to get information on public records requests in there. I want to see how many inmates are in there. I want to see how many officers work here.
It was comical to see how this law enforcement officer couldn't even tell a basic thing, and things only escalated from there when another officer arrived, who turned out to be even more dumb.
What's your name and badge number, please?
Name and badge number?
Yes, sir.
Officer Van Heemer, badge number 203.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
No worries. Awesome. So yeah, so we're trying to determine how I would go about going inside to visit somebody. But after I went back there and was going to go to the door, he said I had to leave. So I don't see, and he said that this was a private road. Well, there's no signs marking it a private road. That's where I'm confused.
You got two neighbors that live in town. Houses are close together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to figure out.
Well, that's what he said too. I mean, that's, and this is.
How do you figure out who mows what?
What you do is GIS survey.
Okay.
Okay. And the GIS survey shows this road is publicly accessible.
Okay. Do you go up to somebody's house to figure out where their property line is and ask them for their GIS survey?
No, you look it on Google. I mean, are you not, you know, here in the brain or something?
County website.
I mean, it's a county website, yeah, which we did, and this is a publicly accessible road because it goes to the park.
Seeing the relentless auditor owning these junior cops, the captain himself arrived in no time, but he had no clue he was about to get owned as well.
They're fine with you filming and everything. They just want you to stay on the shoulder of the roadway.
Here you go.
You got your name, date of birth?
Yeah, I got my name. Hold on.
How do you spell your first name?
YOURFIRSTNAME. Your first name.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
No? You want my name? Do you want it? No?
This hilarious moment was when these cops realized, deep down, they had messed with the wrong guy, and things only got more interesting from there, as the auditor had a few more points and a bit of humor to share.
Okay, so you just need to stay on the shoulder of the roadway. Okay, you need to stay off the drive. Okay.
Okay, is there somebody else that's better informed than you guys coming? Because obviously nobody's informed. This is fully accessible, which I believe it is because there's no signs that say no authorized personnel or only authorized personnel. That is a public parking lot for visitors if they want to go in, and that's the same place you go in if you want to get information on the prison, right? Okay, so I mean, I want to go up to the door and get my information and leave. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm here.
The prison has a right to not want you on the property. They can request that you leave the property if they want to.
I can understand they can request. That's a request. There's a difference between a request and an actual order.
Okay. Well,
so
they requested us to ask you to leave.
Okay, then again, you're asking me, so I'm going to deny, and I'm going to stay here and film.
Okay, then you could be possibly placed under arrest.
For what? For trespass on public property? On a public easement? I don't think so. You know how big of a lawsuit you would get into for that? And your qualified immunity would be gone. Gone! I would take your department for everything it's got. Millions.
Well, the auditor surely came prepared and completely silenced these cops, who had nothing to reply to him and eventually stepped aside.
I mean, do you know what the First Amendment is?
Sure.
Can you recite the First Amendment to me? Do you know your oath? Can you recite your oath to me?
Are you going to move off the property?
I'm not on the property. I'm on public easement.
Are you going to move off this property?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I can move over here on the edge. That's no problem. Yeah, I ain't gonna block the drive. But I mean, you guys are obviously blocking. Wow, folks, check this out. You guys want to read this?
That's okay, bud.
Okay, that's what I thought. So, I guess you guys are dismissed then. Have a nice day. I'm gonna be right here.
Realizing the auditor wasn't breaking any laws and was only exercising his constitutional rights, the cops remained on the scene and continued to discuss the matter before giving up and leaving.
Be concerned about you standing out here and filming. If you go and approach that prison again, and we get a call about it, we're going to come up here and arrest you.
Oh, so you're threatening me with arrest for being on a publicly accessible road that leads up?
You've been told by an employee from the prison to stay off the prison grounds.
So I'm not allowed to go up and get information?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So you're denying me access to information from the prison?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And who are you?
Captain Carl with the Fort Massac Police Department.
Okay. So obviously everybody needs educated around here.
Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. You guys are dismissed. Y'all been dismissed for probably 15 minutes now.
All right. Have a good day.
Yep, you too. I'll be up there next. Just so you're aware, I'm coming to your station right now. And I'm gonna go film it too, and inside. I'll be in your public lobby in a minute.
Well, the auditor surely served these thugs some much-needed karma, as they did everything to humiliate themselves on camera. Well, if you love informed citizens holding these thugs accountable, you'd absolutely adore what this next auditor did.
Getting my ID does nothing for your investigation. Learn your job, dude. Tired of you cops not knowing what your job is.
Veteran auditor and civil rights investigator Jeff Gray was exercising his freedom as he held a cardboard sign that read, "God bless the homeless vets," outside a town hall in Florida. However, in no time, security contacted the police and a couple of cops arrived promptly.
Like I explained to them, I am conducting business. I'm engaged in freedom of speech, freedom of religion on a traditional public forum, and I have just as much right to be here as anybody else.
Yeah, you do, but you have to be conducting business. And this is the city hall, so that's why, just give me a second. I'm gonna wait for my partner to get here.
All right.
And we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm engaged in free speech.
I understand that, and you're allowed to do your freedom of speech or whatnot, but obviously this is a timely hour where people are conducting business and they're not really comfortable with you coming up.
Normal business operating hours. Yeah.
Okay, so, but they're not comfortable with
What's the uncomfortable law? Why do I need to give you ID?
double check something.
What?
He's recording just heads up.
What's going on?
He's recording too.
Yes or no question, do you have ID?
Of course I have ID.
Can I have it, please?
No. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity on a traditional public forum.
I didn't ask you anything else. I just asked you for
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know.
No.
As expected, the officers couldn't identify any law that Jeff had violated, yet they were quick to demand his ID. Jeff, however, was prepared to explain the law and make the situation very clear for them.
I'm just letting you know, I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity on a traditional public forum. There's freedom of speech.
Thank you for sharing that.
What's your name?
It's Officer Brown.
What's your badge number?
499.
Okay, what's your, are you body cam recording? What's your attitude, man?
I asked you a simple question, that's it.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to have a conversation with you. Don't put your hands up to me like that.
I don't need a conversation.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, talk to the hand then. I don't like your attitude, man. Y'all notice that if you guys remove me from this property, you will be held accountable. Jackass.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Jackass. I don't like your attitude.
I didn't hear you.
Jackass. I called you a jackass. I don't like your attitude. You come in here, you're supposed to be investigating. You should be asking me questions.
I did ask you.
You asked me for my ID.
Yes, sir.
Is my ID going to tell you whether a crime is afoot? Is my ID, you want me? Hold on a second. It's in my pocket. I'll get my ID out for you. Here's my ID right here. You want to ask it questions? Hey, ID, has Jeff committed any crimes, or is he suspected of committing any crimes? No, Jeff, you're not suspected of committing any crimes. See, Getting my ID does nothing for your investigation.
This tyrant thug definitely never expected this, as he came to intimidate, just as he normally does. But Jeff was fully prepared to take him down.
Learn your job, dude. I'm tired of you cops not knowing what your job is. Straight to ID. Get your name, please.
Charisma.
Charisma? Okay, thank you. You have an ID number or badge number?
6115.
My name is Jeff. You know, I'd like to stay and enjoy my freedom of speech rights, but if they do say that I'm trespassed, you give me a trespass warning, I'll leave.
I think my partner asked for ID and you refused to give it.
Yeah, I'm not committing a crime.
Did you refuse to give the ID? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm refusing to give ID. I'm not committing a crime.
So in order for us to trespass you, we got to get your ID.
No, you don't. You just trespass me.
No, because in our we give a CAD, so then if you come back, then you get arrested for
It's
trespassing.
a civil matter.
That's how you see it. Civil matter or not?
No, that's how the courts see it.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you.
That's how the law sees it.
Okay.
If you trespass me, I leave. I'm not giving you ID.
Okay.
In a matter of seconds, the officers found out that Jeff had every right to be at the town hall and exercise his rights. That's when the cowardly cops left without a hint of remorse on their faces.
Am I good to go, man?
There's other things to do in the city right now.
Am I good to go? No answer. We're just going to walk away. Completely unprofessional. So they got the word to leave me alone, and they can't bring themselves to be big enough to say, yes, sir, you're good to go. There's better things to do in the city right now. You're damn right there's better things to be doing in the city right now than harassing a person who is engaged in freedom of speech.
Maybe an apology would have been better, but Jeff truly took these idiots to the cleaners, and that must have stung a lot. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where cops were exposed and owned on their own body cams. These officers must have forgotten their camera was rolling, as they ultimately made a mockery of themselves. Moreover, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch these moments where these cops were taken down by high-ranking military personnel.
I can raise my voice, right?
No, you can eat it.
I told you I had 9 years in the military.
Please,
After I
please,
served you
walk
for
away.
9 years, you fucking did.